Hello, welcome back to training. Tim Warner here, and I'm going to give you a quick start on using Google Gemini in your coding work in Visual Studio Code. Now, the good news is these various vendors are all cribbing off each other and copying each other, and that helps us as customers because, as you can see in my VS Code environment here, I'm looking in my terminal and I've got npm install -g at Google Gemini-CLI. As it happens, there's a Gemini CLI that functions very much like Claude Code or Codex CLI. In VS Code, we've got inline completions with GitHub Copilot, and I'll demo this, as well as chat interfaces, as you can see on screen now. Google is definitely falling in line in terms of parity. So let me get you started. Another similarity is that $20 USD per month is normally the standard for a standard Gen AI subscription. And I do have the $20 a month. It's called Google AI Pro. I don't have the AI Ultra. I can't justify it. But for the $20 a month subscription, you're going to be able to achieve what I'm showing you in this demo. Okay. And I find Gemini to be good. Google is a Gen AI provider. They're sort of like a T-Rex. They're huge, they're ferocious, they're fast. The Gemini models have such a huge context window. The Google folks are so rapidly iterating. It's good stuff and definitely worth having as an AI coding assistant. Will it beat out Claude Code? Probably not for me in the near term, but that could change. Anyway, enough fluff. How do you get started? Well, in VS Code, you'll want to definitely, first of all, make sure that you've got your AI Pro subscription. And then you can look up, as I've done, Google Gemini in the VS Extensions Marketplace. Here's the dealio. You're going to need the Gemini Code Assist extension. This is what gives you your main functionality, your inline completions, as well as the chat interface. It's directly analogous to the GitHub Copilot chat extension. Another one that's technically optional, but I would call it required, is you should install the Gemini CLI on your system via npm, as I showed you a moment ago, or you could do npx to run it directly. But the Gemini CLI companion extension here that's in public preview as I record this video on the 20th of January, 2026, this gives you a hook between the Gemini CLI and your VS Code environment. Very important. Now, notice that I've not installed the Google Cloud Code extension. This is really totally different. This is for when you're working in Google Cloud Platform. So note that I'm ignoring that one. Just to cover the base really quick, once you've installed the Gemini CLI, you can invoke it with Gemini, and you'll need to authenticate to Google, which is pretty simple given that Google is like the lingua franca in terms of identity federation. The commands here, again, are very much in parity with Claude Code or the Codex CLI. It asks, do we want to connect the editor to Gemini? This might be a bug. I've noticed when I say yes, it errors out. Now, that's probably because I have the CLI companion installed, as I previously mentioned. We'll want to use the / just like you do with your other CLI-based coding assistants, including initializing to create a Gemini.md file in the root of your repo. And that repo root file functions the same way as your Claude MD or your agent's MD. It allows Gemini to regain its context more easily on subsequent conversation turns. I don't think we need to talk more about the CLI. I wanted to focus principally on the chat experience here. Now, if you've used if you've used GitHub Copilot, you're probably familiar. If I hover down below, you've got your inline completions as well as your dedicated chat interface. You've got the Control-I where you can do an inline chat. Be aware that when you've installed the Google Code Assistant, it shows up on your activity bar. You can right-click an empty gutter in your activity bar if you don't see it. And we've got it right there if you want to turn it off or turn it on. That just toggles the availability of the panel. Down here on my status bar, we can right-click an empty area of it and make sure I've got Copilot status because I've got GitHub Copilot and I've got Gemini Code Assist. be careful. They will fight like puppies in a bag for sure. So I'm going to open up Copilot, if I can get to the hover, and I'm going to disable the inline suggestions. There we go. The line across the icon confirms that, because I want to show off here the Google or the Gemini Code Assist. And when you click the little diamond icon, it gives you some quick options here. Also gives you a toggle to turn auto completion on or off. It's very fast. Another thing that the Google Gen AI ecosystem has is fast work for sure. So if I wanted to, in this TypeScript file, create a new interface, depending upon how I'm typing and what I'm typing, we're going to get expansion here. In this case, it's coming from Google. Let me Control Z because it looks like we have, quote, storage. I'm going to hit Tab just like we do with GitHub Copilot or the other ones. And it's suggesting a line at a time in implementation, as you can see here. And I'm going to hit Tab to complete that. Now from there, let me save my change. We might want to switch over into the chat mode to ask questions. As you can see, the Gemini Code Assist, it's pretty big. It docks on the left side by default. We've got send feedback, we've got new chat, we've got resume previous chat in this workspace, and then we've got edit keyboard shortcuts, manage your Google subscription, and sign out. It defaults to the preview channel. I would imagine if you go into your subscription settings, you can go to another channel. Let me see if I can toggle it down here. It doesn't look like it. But we can see in this chat, I've already got the current file open as context. Let me show you this from scratch. Let me open up a new, and let me get rid of this news here. Let me see, is there anything in the news that you should know about? Tab to accept, Control I to ask questions, like for this quote storage. If I select it, notice that it already comes into context in our chat. If I hit Control I, that brings up the Gemini Code Assist overlay, where I can start to type, including / to get to / commands. If you've used GitHub Copilot, you know that / commands are basically stored reusable prompts. I hit Escape to get rid of that. Now I'm going to ask, how do I implement this new interface in my MCP server? Okay. Again, we've got our context verification. We've got here to choose a model. We've got the different Gemini models, the fast flash model, the thinking model. We've got preview models, and then a toggle for agentic mode. Well, first, let me do non-agentic mode, which is roughly equivalent to the ask mode in GitHub Copilot. Now, as fast as Gemini is, I find that Code Assist, at least as of this recording, is kind of syrupy slow, honestly. I mean, I'm sure it has to do with the model I selected. I chose default. I guess I could go to 2.5 flash or 3 flash preview if I wanted faster results. And we can see if we expand its thinking, it does disclose specifically what it's pondering. But yeah, it's kind of slow, no question about it. I have found that the quality of the results is pretty nice. We have to think that Gemini has at its disposal the entire Google index, at the very least. Now, let me update what I said just 30 seconds ago. I said that the non-agentic mode functions like ask in GitHub Copilot. I'm wrong about that. I would say that the default Gemini Code Assist mode behaves more like edit, because as you can see, Gemini Code Assist is actually making multi-file changes, including at the storage layer, as you can see directly. And again, we're the human in the loop, so we can accept or reject that change. I'll choose to accept it. Now, if we choose agentic mode, which is going to force us into a new chat, that's going to give us more to go on. In other words, it's going to give the AI a lot more capability. I might want to, for example, let me see, if we type @ that gives us a quick list of files and folders to add into context. It looks like the # doesn't do anything. How do I add MCP servers into Gemini Code Assist? Is that even available? I can ask. Want to think about the context as well, always. Types.ts is in context now. That's totally fine. I also am going to want to bring in storage.ts. I do not have access to the internet. However, I can explain. Well, that's a poor response. Tell you what, let me continue this discussion really quick by doing an at storage.ts and say, please finish the implementation of my new interface. This is a Stoic quote generator MCP server that I use in some of my classes. And I've just, as you see, added a little bit, perhaps not even fully baked that interface definition. As you saw, I was just hitting tab. I was doing vibe coding. Thank you very much. This is going to be a more long-running process. Well, let's learn together through the magic of video editing. I've popped into the Gemini chat front end at GeminiGoogle.com, and I said, give me the TLDR step-by-step on how to add MCP servers to my Google Gemini Code Assistant chat and Gemini CLI in Visual Studio Code. I assume it's possible. And it did. It said that we have to be on Insiders, first of all. Second of all, we'll need to hit our Gemini settings, which is in home folder.geminisettings.json, and we can add in MCP client JSON, very similar to how you normally do that, like in Claude Desktop, for example, or Claude Code. And lastly, just like in GitHub Copilot, we have to be in agent mode in order to do that. It says here, I'm learning as I'm showing you this. That's how fast-moving this tech is. I'm accustomed, having been a tech trainer for like 30 years now, to at times being just a page ahead of my students. That's a dirty little secret among us tech trainers. But when tech is moving this fast, a lot of times I'm learning it almost at the same time as my learners do. My gift, of course, I hope it's my gift, is that I'm able to translate this on the fly in a way that's easily ingestible, relatable, and understandable by you. That's my goal. And it looks like Gemini is following a similar CLI pattern to Claude Code, where you can install MCPs without going into the interactive shell. You can just run Gemini MCP add. And that's the same syntax as Claude MCP add. You see what I'm saying about the patterns? I want you to understand that, if you don't already, how critical it is, that it's not like you have to learn over and over and over again with Gen AI, because it's capitalism, you know. These vendors are competing against each other. They're cribbing off each other. They want to delight us, the customer, and they want to help us so we don't have to know proprietary ways. So to finish this out, I had asked Gemini Code Assist in agent mode to finish my implementation. It's explaining what it's doing. It's allowing me to selectively accept. It's given me an inline diff as opposed to files, which I'm accustomed to with GitHub Copilot. And it asks us to always accept the vibe coding option or just accept this batch of changes. All right, so how do you feel? I think we've reached the end of the road here. I hope that you feel better equipped. Let me give you the 1, 2, 3. 1, make sure that you've got your Google AI Pro account and you've got your credential ready to go. Number 2, in VS Code, load up the appropriate extensions and tool sets. Code Assist extension, Gemini CLI Companion, Gemini CLI. Get those up, get authenticated. Number 3, profit. Interact with the chat tool in a number of different ways. We've got it on the activity bar. We've got our inline code complete, but don't forget about the puppies fighting in the bag if you've got multiple AIs trying to give you inline completions. With that, I bid you adieu. Thanks as always for your participation. See you next time.